Welcome to Movie Recall. In today's video, we will be going through the series Wednesday. It's time to recall. Let's get started, turn on subtitles, and spoilers ahead. The episode opens with search parties looking for Rowan in the woods, but coming up with nothing. The sheriff goes to talk to Wednesday again, and she insists that she witnessed Rowan being attacked by a monster. She does not tell them why she went after him or that he had tried to kill her. She simply says that she went into the forest because she heard something and wanted to investigate. No one believes her story, as there is absolutely nothing to prove it. Weems is rather determined to believe that Rowan has run away. Wednesday then asks to speak to the sheriff alone, and after some hesitation, the principal leaves them alone for 5 minutes. Wednesday turns to the sheriff and says that someone is trying to cover up the attack, but Galpin is tired of Wednesday's games. Wednesday claims that she is not playing any games and that she knows he can't deny her claims because he too believes that there's a monster out there. Just as they're talking, the deputy walks in, and with her is none other than Rowan himself, unharmed and very much alive. Wednesday is surprised to see him and wonders if she's finally losing her mind, although as she later claims to Enid, that is not as fun as she thought it would be. She is dead set on proving that the murder did take place and begins investigating. The whole school gets to know about Wednesday's story, and they have some more fodder to make fun of her. Her therapist claims that she might be traumatized and tries to get through to her, but Wednesday is having none of it. After she leaves, she runs into Tyler, who is on his way to an appointment with Dr. Kinbot. He tells her that he heard about Rowan and believes her. We next see Enid and some other girls painting a canoe for an upcoming Poe Cup, which is a part canoe, part foot race with no rules. Wednesday asks Enid about the gossip about Rowan, as she is the gossip queen of the school. Enid says that she doesn't have much on him, apart from him being a weird loner and Xavier Thorpe's roommate. Enid tries to get Wednesday on board for pizza and some socializing, but Wednesday declines, saying that it'll cut into her writing time, but Enid is nonetheless happy that Wednesday did not run away after all. During her writing session, Wednesday feels uninspired to write, her mind caught up with the events of the previous day. She looks over the picture again and this time notices a faint watermark on the page, which looks like a skull. Later, Wednesday has a meeting with Principal Weems, who guesses that Wednesday has been seeing visions after Wednesday had known that the farmer had broken his neck due to the accident. She says that her mother's visions had started about the same time, and they were very dangerous and unpredictable. Wednesday wants to talk to Rowan, but Weems tells her that he's been expelled and is on his way home, but doesn't disclose the reason for his expulsion. She then tells Wednesday to look over the list of clubs that she's noted down for her and choose one to join, as it's mandatory. After that, she visits each of the clubs and keeps up with getting information on Rowan. First is the choir, which is led by Bianca. She asks Bianca what happened after she had told Bianca to get help after Rowan's attack. Bianca says she'd approached Miss Weems. Bianca then asks Wednesday what note she can sing, and Wednesday opens her mouth to sing, but no note comes out. Instead, a student's glasses shatter. Wednesday exclaims it's a note that only dogs can hear before leaving. She heads off to archery next, where Xavier is practicing. He's not very good at hitting the bullseye, but tells her how to use the bow and arrow. Wednesday asks him about his ex-roommate, and Xavier admits that Rowan was acting weird. He then tells her to stay away from Tyler, and Wednesday calls him an elitist snob. She then throws an apple up into the air and grabs a bow and arrow, hitting the bullseye and the falling apple in the same shot. Lastly is beekeeping, a solo pursuit of a lonely student named Eugene. She decides to join this solitary group, but must leave early into their discussion because Thing has spotted Rowan. Wednesday tries to talk to Rowan as he is leaving to be driven to the station by Miss Thornhill, but he doesn't talk to her, so Wednesday sends Thing to follow him. Thing follows Rowan to the station until he enters the bathroom. As Thing is making his way there, an older man exits the toilets, not seeing Thing. But when Thing goes inside looking for Rowan, the bathrooms are empty. We are later shown that the man turns into Larissa Weems. We are shown Miss Thornhill's class on carnivorous plants. There we find out what Xavier's ability is when he brings a sketched spider to life. After class commences, Wednesday and Bianca have a competition about who knows more. Afterwards, Wednesday wants to return to the crime scene for further inspection, but needs Enid to cover for her as Weems is keeping a strict eye on her. But Enid would only attend the beekeeping club if Wednesday goes and apologizes to Thing for snapping at him after he lost Rowan at the station. Wednesday enters a room to find Thing flicking through a magazine. She makes a poor attempt at an apology and is forced to open up to the sentient hand. Wednesday tells him about the drawing, fearing that she is going to do something terrible. She needs to find out the truth before it's too late. In the end, Thing touches Wednesday's hand to comfort her and accepts her apology. Enid heads off to the beekeeping club and Wednesday goes to the forest. Tyler turns up and makes her hide just in time for his father to walk past them. Earlier, we had seen that Tyler and his father don't have a close relationship. Wednesday continues with her search and finds Rowan's glasses. As she touches them, she has a vision where she sees Rowan making the gargoyle fall on her using his powers, with him arguing with Xavier in their room and throwing him into the wall and tearing out the drawing from a book. Wednesday immediately goes to the library to find the deep purple book she saw in her vision, but comes up with nothing. Miss Thornhill joins her and asks if she can help her find something. Wednesday shows her the watermark she had seen and asks her about it. Miss Thornhill tells her that it looks like the sigil of the Nightshade Society, which she heard disbanded after the death of a normie kid or something. She then tells Wednesday that she was really impressed by her answer earlier during class, and Wednesday says that she probably gets her red thumb from her mother, who's a carnivorous plant aficionado. They talk a little about how the teacher feels like an outcast in the school too, as she's not weird enough for them. Wednesday says that she acts like she doesn't care if people dislike her, but deep down, she secretly enjoys it. Miss Thornhill smiles, telling Wednesday to never let anyone else define her. Wednesday then sneaks into Xavier's room along with Thing in search of the book. The book is nowhere to be found, but using UV light, she discovers a secret compartment underneath Rowan's bed, which houses a mysterious mask. Wednesday hides as Xavier comes out of the bathroom and Bianca comes to visit him. Bianca is jealous of Xavier's interest in Wednesday, and Xavier admits that he has been concerned about the new girl. They talk about how they had broken up because Xavier was suspicious that Bianca had used her siren song to manipulate him. Bianca insists that they are a good match and that Wednesday is not the girl for him. Bianca also admits that she is going to win the canoe race as she does every year through cheating, and Xavier is not impressed by her. As a result of her eavesdropping on their conversation, Wednesday decides to help Enid win the Poe Cup in order to get back at Bianca by humiliating her. She agrees to become Enid's co-pilot. She and Thing spend the night preparing the Black Cat's canoe, and the next morning she is all prepared. Enid gives her a cool costume and the race begins. Immediately, Bianca's team starts to cheat by having a hidden merman sabotage one of the teams. Wednesday notices the merman's fishtail in the water and tells Thing to throw a net at him. 3 teams reach the island where they have to get a flag, and she tells Enid to stay in the boat in case Bianca tries to sabotage it as well. But when Wednesday reaches the crypt of Joseph Crackstone, she has an elaborate vision where she sees a blonde girl in a braid clutching a heavy book. She wakes up late and their boat is behind, but Xavier's team is out of the race as Enid had slashed their boat while they were gone. The merman returns to put the Black Cats out of the game as well, but Thing jumps into the water and punches the guy. Wednesday successfully damages the Goldbug's canoe, and the Black Cats win the Poe Cup, which is a great win for Ophelia Hall. Everyone celebrates, and later the principal gives a speech on the significance of the Poe Cup, which is to celebrate the qualities that all outcasts share: community, perseverance, and determination. She hands the cup to Enid as everyone cheers. She says that as a former resident of Ophelia Hall, she'll be happy to finally see the cup on the mantelpiece once again. Wednesday decides to slip away and finds refuge in an alcove where there is a statue of Edgar Allan Poe. When she looks up, she spots the nightshade symbol on the book that the statue is holding. Before Wednesday can investigate, Enid arrives looking for her. Wednesday says that she's hiding because people keep smiling at her and it's weird. Enid laughs and says that she should enjoy her moment of victory. Enid asks if Wednesday will come hang out with her and the other Ophelia Hall girls, and Wednesday says she'll think about it. Principal Weems arrives, saying that she's happy to see Wednesday fitting in just like her mother. Wednesday claims that she is nothing like her mother, but Weems smiles knowingly, then reveals that the last time Ophelia Hall won the Poe Cup, Morticia had captained the team and Weems had been her co-pilot. That night, Wednesday decides to investigate the Poe statue and heads down there. Knowing Poe's penchant for riddles, she figures out that every line written in the book is a separate riddle and writes down some answers. Then she circles the first letter of each word, which spells out "snap twice." Smirking, Wednesday does exactly that, and the statue moves back to reveal a secret passage. Going inside, she finds the meeting place of the Nightshades, as evident by the symbol on the floor. She also finds a picture of her parents on the wall, indicating that they were members of the secret society back in their student days. She eventually finds a shelf full of deep purple books and opens one to find the second half of the drawing that she had gotten from Rowan. In it, there is a pilgrim. As she puts away the book in her bag, we see someone put a bag over her head. Wednesday says that at least she's not afraid of the dark as the episode ends. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get more recap video of Wednesday.